G'day everyone, Angus here for another CEO update. Today we have in the hot seat Tom Rookyard, our resident analyst, to talk all things market information and insights. You would have heard Tom potentially on 2GB radio or Macquarie radio giving a daily update, or potentially read him in recent articles on Beef Central, The Land, Weekly Times and Queensland Country Life. So Tom's getting a bit of a following and has some great insights for us on what's happening on the market now and potentially into the future. Tomo, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you very much.
In terms of what's happening now in the livestock market in particular, any insights for us and our users, particularly for cattle and sheep?
Yeah, with the AMI team, we just finished up an article on cattle and how much of a force Victoria's been. Check it out on Beef Central. John Condon's just put that up. It's all about how much of an impact they're actually having. We've seen over the last few months, Victoria's buying up to 35% of the online catalogue, which is huge. Speaking to a few agents down there, I was speaking with Daniel Fisher from Landmark Wang. They're buying a lot of lines of really top quality heifers out of the central west and northwest New South Wales, and they're really happy for that because their clients have got feed. They can then fatten them, they can join them. Come December, they can make a decision on what they want to do, whether they sell them as a feeder job, or they can keep and hold on to them as a breeder. So Victoria's been very, very strong in the cattle market. Yeah,
fantastic. And in terms of sheep, Victoria also hot in the sheep market, or is that more widespread?
No, very much so. Victoria are doing the same thing. We're seeing agents buying 4-year-old ewes, 5-year-old ewes, and fattening them for a mutton job. And that's what talking with them. That's what they're sort of saying, which is not ideal moving forward. We're going to have I think this shortage of sheep moving forward is going to be will be pretty evident. But that's the way the market is at the moment. Apart from that, there's sheep numbers are exploding online. We had 100,000 last week. We had 97,000 this week. We had that was including the Hillston store sheep sale, which we interfaced, which went pretty well. There's lots of store lambs coming on now. Unsurprising, looking forward over the next month, we'll see lots out of the southwest of New South Wales and the Riverina, and then sort of October, November, everything will be coming out of Victoria. And it's funny, we're seeing buyers doing a lot of bits and pieces. Victorian buyers are buying store lambs out of Tasmania. It costs about $8 a head, or 25 cents on a 35 kilo store lamb to bring them across. So there's been a lot of people sort of looking out and seeing where they can find sort of cheaper lambs at the moment. Yeah,
nice. And so volumes up across the market. What about prices? Are they holding firm, or with that increase in supply, our prices are taking a dip? Where's the Eckie sitting?
I haven't more so online of what we've seen is our prices have taken a step back, both in sheep and cattle. I think it's I was out in the central western New South Wales this week, and it's just shocking. I think there's a lot of producers there who are just sort of a lot of producers on the eastern Australia who are just sort of stepping back a little bit more. I think the forecast moving into summer is not that positive, so there's a lot of people who are sort of just a bit hesitant to jump right back in. Unless they've got any feet on the ground. Yeah,
nice. Our clearance is up though, which is a good thing.
Yeah, clearance has been really strong, certainly in the store lambs. But yeah, those sort of breeder articles are tougher to find homes for them, and certainly out the north. Talking to a few agents in the north at the sale-yards, they're seeing there's agents from Victoria and on the border in Riverina up in up in Glen Innes, up in Inverell. They're buying cattle out of there, so that has really been I guess you call it the saving grace at the moment. Yeah.
Nice. So we've definitely got some hot spots, it seems, in terms of buying regions. Confidence in the marketplace out there. It feels like everybody is just kind of a little bit hesitant, but still overly confident about what the future holds for livestock sector.
Yeah, without it's always hard to put your name to predictions and that sort of thing. But I think there's. From what people are telling me about scanning rates, there's not going to be many sheep next year, so just a lack of supply is really going to put pressure on all the markets. There's really strong overseas demand from Japan and China, certainly on the sheep jobs, so that's all going to make everything really buoyant into 2020. I guess it's just
we've got to get there.
You just got to get a bit of rain now.
Yeah, fair enough. So everybody's talking females and how the prices are going to explode. On Auctions Plus, I think maybe 3 or 4 years ago, that happened, particularly for those black PTICs.
Yeah.
Can you see that happening again? I know not putting your name to predictions, but with all the ducks starting to line up, is there something similar potentially going to happen?
Yeah, we're in similar situations where the herd's at a real all-time low, and if there is rain, it will pump a lot of confidence up. Cash flow will be an issue for a lot of producers without having that money, that income month in, month out of what's been happening over the last 2 years. That'll make it really difficult. I guess I'll sit on the fence on this one. It looks like it should, but there's a lot of factors as well.
Yeah, of course. And I think that's it. There's a lot of factors out of everybody's control here.
Absolutely.
Yep. The one that is probably bearing down on all of us is Mother Nature, and I guess we cross all our fingers and toes that she brings some rain soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Tomo, thanks so much for joining me in one of my monthly updates. Hopefully you guys got something out of that. I've got 2 final questions. They're a bit left field, so hopefully you can jump into these. First one, and that one's from me. Are you wearing a grey t-shirt because I'm wearing a grey t-shirt as well?
No, I was in the office earlier than you today, so I don't know, mate. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's Friday, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. Good to know. And the final one, this is one that's just come in from a Facebook feed. Are you deliberately growing a moustache with a gap in the middle, or like, did you shave that, or is that natural?
This is absolutely how it looks. My dad calls it a cricket team. It's got 11 aside, but no, it's good though. Like, I'd like to hear from people on what they think. Should I keep it? We've got our board meeting next Tuesday. I don't know how that'll go down. We'll wait and see.
Fantastic. Guys, thanks so much for joining me for another monthly update. I'll be back here in 30 days. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to call the office. Shoot me an email, astreet@auctionsplus.com.au. Fingers crossed that we get some rain. Love to you all. Catch ya.